I'm going to get started because we have a few things to go over tonight. And I'm going to apologize in advance because like this is just reality. But Dave is on his way home from hockey with Sadie. He'll be here shortly. But my mother-in-law is coming to pick Cassidy up for a day in the city tomorrow. She's coming from Long Island, an hour and a half from work to pick her up, smack in the middle of this call. So there will be a point where I might have to run downstairs and at least say hello to my mother-in-law. You know, she's coming an hour and a half and then driving back an hour and a half. So we do have some videos to watch because this past weekend was Super Weekend. So I know a lot of people probably didn't get a chance to go. We personally did not get a chance to go. I'm so sad because our New York City Market Council did not have their event this weekend. So we didn't have anything close to get to. So we are going to have our own Super Weekend right here on our call so we can catch up on all of the news and announcement, all the things that are coming, the trainings that were given to us at the Super Weekend. We're going to go over that stuff together now because I haven't even seen it myself. So I'm actually excited to dive into this. So there's not a whole lot of news and announcements. We're going to dive into the content from Super Weekend. Did anybody who's on the call, I have Nicole on my screen, like big, hold on. Front and center. It makes me happy to see you. Did anybody get to go to Super Weekend and want to share their experience? I think Melanie went, Michelle Broder. I got to get off of Nicole. Not that I don't love Nicole, but I got to get off. Okay. Right? I don't know why.
I was excited for Molly because it was her first Super Weekend.
Oh, I want to hear about it.
You can make her share.
Okay, I can't see everybody because now you're my big screen. What did I do wrong here? Oh, view, dummy. Don't speak to yourself like that, Kristen. It's okay. You're not a dummy. All right, here I am. All right, Molly, tell us about your experience. Where are you?
Hey.
Hey.
It was really good. It was really fun. I liked getting to meet a lot of different people, hearing some of their stories and sharing, and then learning about what was coming and getting to work out and then getting some new samples. So that was fun.
You tried the chocolate caramel brownie?
I haven't tried it yet. I have it sitting there, and then I hadn't tried cookies and cream one either, and they had that, so we got some of that as well.
Yum. So guys, the chocolate caramel brownie, I'm going to just say this. This is testimonial to this. Sadie does not like Shakeology. My daughter, Sadie, she's 14. We've been trying to get our kids to drink Shakeology for years. If your kids drink Shakeology, you're lucky. Mine just don't because they're so like, oh, no, that's a beach body thing, Mom. Sadie tried it last week because we got, Dave and I each got a box sent to us. And she's like, all right, I kind of like this. I was like, wait, what? Because she likes caramel, she likes brownie. So it's good. It almost tastes a little fudgy and you definitely get the hint of caramel. So it's yummy. So far, I would say out of the seasonals, it's probably in my top 2. And Dave says the same thing. So it comes out on Thursday, just so you guys are aware to start sharing it. And I'm sure we're going to talk about that in the videos, but it is really yummy. And that's our big launch this week that we can be talking about. And again, talking about how we eat dessert every day. If you follow Holly Hillier, I saw that she made like cake pops and she was sharing how like she eats dessert every day and she can still, lose weight and be healthy and blah, blah, blah. So that is our focus. Let me share my screen with you guys.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, Mommy.
So I have to tell you guys, like, it was so beautiful to watch Mark and Jennifer and Molly stand up with a microphone in front of everybody and tell a little bit of their weight loss journey. And I added it up, and between the 3 of them, they've lost a collective 370 pounds.
What?
That was impressive. And it was so awesome watching everybody just celebrate them and congratulate them. And it was just really cool. So.
Guys, that is is Jennifer on the call?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Tell her congratulations. And that's, you know what? Sometimes that's hard to share too. That's awesome. Was that at Super Saturday?
Yeah, they all 3 did. Molly, tell them how much you lost.
Okay.
So they were having people stand up and raise their hands or whatever for how they had everybody that's lost weight stand up, and then they started like saying numbers.
Yep.
And if you hadn't lost that much, then you sat down kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so then like I think it was everybody that had lost like over 90 pounds, I think it was, stayed standing. And then there was like 5 of us, and they then gave us for sharing. We were like the biggest losers, I guess, and we got the sample of the chocolate caramel brownie Shakeology for that. But total, I've lost 160 plus pounds.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Wait, did you enter the Beachbody Challenge?
I tried once and I didn't get anywhere.
Oh, no. You gotta enter that again, honey. That's a huge weight loss. We'll talk privately about that. But
Okay.
one of my own coaches, Kendra, was the winner of the $100,000 a couple years.
Wow.
Yeah, she lost. Oh my God, how much? She didn't even lose as much as you did.
Well, in just the last year alone, I think I lost a little over 60 pounds, but that was also with my ACL surgery too, and 2 other surgeries on top of that.
But that's incredible. That's a
So,
huge story.
thank
Congratulations.
you.
That's awesome. And congratulations to Jennifer and her husband, Mark. Okay, I'm gonna go through, sorry guys, I have a little cough. I'm gonna go through our slides real quick, and then we're gonna start with the Super Saturday videos. And I'll stop in between if we have any questions. All right. And again, I'm watching this along with you. I have not seen any of this myself. All right. National Wake Up Call happens every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you cannot catch it live, you can catch it. Did they start doing it on the Champions page yet? I'm not sure. I think they were going to. But on the Team Beachbody 411 page, there's under the podcast, you can also get the Beachbody wake up calls as well. All right. Push goals. For the new leader conference, you have to be a 1-star diamond qualifying by the end of this year. It is fast approaching, friends. That does not mean you still cannot not make it happen. You absolutely can make it happen. And if you're not sure how, or you need an accountability partner, just reach out to your upline and we can help you. Elite coach is 105 leadership points and a 5-star with 2 of those new diamonds within the year. And to be a premier coach, you have to have 75 leadership points and to be a 2-star within the year as well. Congratulations to our shiny little pretty girls over here. To top Success Club earners, Melanie and Liza with 13 and 11 Success Club points. And Melanie being a top sponsor coach this month. Guys, if you remember, we stopped recognizing the sign up of PCs under coaches. We were kind of counting it all together, which is why this new coach welcome has a lot less names than it used to, because we are focusing on bringing people on who really want to build this business. The PCs were not helping us grow our business. They're kind of stalling our businesses. Now, that doesn't mean there's not a time or a place to have PCs in your downline. Of course there is. But we are highlighting and recognizing the new coaches that join our team because this is our business. So congratulations and welcome to the new coaches that join our team in October. And congratulations to our October Success Club people. We have Melanie and Liza with an SC10 and SC5 club, myself, Michelle, Molly, and Lindsay, and then our honorable mentions. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Congratulations to all. And a big shout out to Success Starter Month 1, Molly. So Molly, this show is all about you today. this is the Molly show. You guys just joined us. Congratulations, that's amazing. So Success Starter, guys, means that in her first month, our first full month as a coach, she hit Success Club. She helped at least 3 people or more get started with a total solution pack. And if you hit Success Club 3 out of your first 6 months as a new coach, that's considered Success Starter, and that can get you into a test group, and that will get you recognition, and that will earn you your ticket to Summit next year. So that's a really cool bonus, and what a lot of coaches who are just getting their business going should strive for. The statistics show that if you hit Success Club within your first month, you're going to want to keep that going. So keep it going, Molly. You're a role model for a lot of people. All right. Any questions before I get started? I have to just stop the share before I pull up the other thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you had a Sadie too. That's awesome. Not a very common name. All right, guys, I'm gonna get started on the Super Saturday, Super Weekend video. So you guys can just get comfortable, and we are going to, hold on, I'm gonna share my screen with you. 1 second. And we're going to watch this together. And this is going to be basically what they shared with everybody while at Super Saturday. Can you guys see the black screen? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Hi, everybody. I'm Team Beachbody President Michael Neiman, and I am here with co-founder and CEO Carl Deichler. Thank you for attending this Super Weekend event. And we are here on the Sure Thing set. Carl will be talking to Megan in just a little bit. But first, Carl, I know that you are particularly excited to share some of the incredible new direction that you presented at our recent leadership event.
Yeah, Michael. Not just because of what this means for our company, but how it's going to solve a problem that has plagued the entire fitness and nutrition industry actually for decades. This Super Weekend is such an important event because it's a chance for us to talk about opportunity. And I'm going to share why I believe that the business opportunity that you are participating in, while foundationally strong as it is on the cusp of a massive wave of expansion with the potential for real acceleration in the next several months. And with that, I also believe that we have an opportunity to improve on how we achieve our mission of helping people achieve their goals and enjoy healthy, fulfilling lives by helping people change their mindset when it comes to being active and how they approach eating. This new point of view will help us reach more people and create a deeper sense of satisfaction and empowerment for everyone who joins this community.
You know, you hinted about this at Summit and at the last Super Weekend. And, you know, I've been in meetings with you where you shared some really honest, soul-searching ideas that perhaps there are some things which are really holding back this industry.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been at this for 2 decades. We've helped a lot of people. But rates of obesity and lifestyle disease like type 2 diabetes are still on the rise. And it's one of the contributors to the declines in life expectancy in the US. Declines. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to imagine that with access to so many breakthroughs in health and medicine, that our life expectancy would actually go down. And while we know we offer these incredible solutions to help people get more active and be more conscious about what they eat, so many people all over the world are still sitting on the sidelines. They're either burned out from participating in an industry where, in order to make progress and feel good, you're required to feel bad about wherever you are right now. Or maybe people who do engage in the traditional fitness and diet industry, they improve their physical health, but at the expense of their emotional health and self-esteem. So many people are either tired of needing to feel bad about themselves or pursuing physical progress at the expense of their self-esteem. And the whole thing, it just isn't worth it. And this whole mindset has been amplified since the pandemic. It's such a big problem. And it's what's holding so many people back from living healthy, fulfilling lives, which is why our mission is to help people escape this, what we call the imperfection economy once and for all.
Absolutely. We want people to enjoy the journey, really participate and enjoy the relationships of this amazing community, not just chase after some outcome.
That's absolutely right. The imperfection economy is incredibly lonely because you don't feel like you belong unless you live up to some standards set by other people. But we don't want people to have to reject themselves in some way in order to make positive changes in their lives. Instead, we want to use fitness and nutrition as positive reinforcement vehicles for whole self transformation, because the research we've done and the experts we've been working with on this have shown us that real happiness is a result of an experience, not any particular outcome. What matters more is how you feel, regardless of what the scale says or what you've seen in the mirror that morning. And that category, that entire way of thinking, is the opposite of the imperfection economy. This is about building up what we call your health esteem.
Yeah, it's really an exciting insight because we know that there are so many more people out there who have felt alienated by some sort of the ideals represented in the legacy fitness and diet industry, feeling pressure to live up to somebody else's standard, or even pressure that you're not successful until you deliver an after photo and prove it. And, Carl, what's tragic about that is that many of these people reject the entire premise of putting in some effort towards feeling better because they don't want to be measured by these standards that the imperfection economy has imposed on how we should look or what the right weight is supposed to be.
And there's another set of people, Michael, who they do start the journey. But when they miss a few workouts or a detour from their eating plan for a day or two, they beat themselves up or even quit because they think they failed. So why bother keep going on? And this whole mindset is so unproductive. You didn't fail. Life happened. Accept that without beating yourself up. As more and more people embrace self-acceptance and long-term wellness over these short-term rules, I believe more people in the world will see the imperfection economy is a dead end. Instead, they can enjoy every day and actually appreciate a lifelong journey building their health esteem. Look, we don't just have a big opportunity here, we have a responsibility to help lead this new category and integrate our huge library of digital content, our transformational supplements, and our incredibly inclusive community into the world's first health esteem platform, where the focus of our fitness, nutrition, and community isn't based on what you want to look like at the end of some process, but how you want to feel each day on your journey toward reasonable, healthy goals. This is a radical change in thinking for our industry, but it's a necessary one. And we are so excited for our coaches to be part of this, of getting the word out there that there is an alternative to the imperfection economy at a time when the world needs it most.
It is exciting to know that this is where the company will be evolving over the next several months.
Yeah, well, the change will be gradual, but the mindset is actually instant. We're already shifting the way we create content, the way we talk to people, and how we recognize success. 4-week Gut Protocol, Fire and Flow, and XP Sweat and Sculpt, good examples of that. The emphasis on the experience, how you feel from day to day, even lift more. Joel had a lot of fun. It was all about the experience, not just the outcome. It's opening up a massive opportunity to help people feel better about themselves from the day they start. And it won't stop when they reach a short-term goal. Personal improvement, building your health esteem, it's all going to become part of the lifestyle. I mean, who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
And with this massive opportunity to help more people comes an opportunity for you as coaches to grow your businesses.
Yeah, this addressable market, what they call it the total addressable market, just got a whole lot bigger. And it just became a whole lot more humane to build community around this idea of health esteem. With this shift, I can tell you, there are no parallels. There's no fitness companies, no diet companies, no network marketing companies, nobody seeing the category through this lens. Most of the attention and innovation is on things like augmented reality or which big celebrity can you get to say they're using your equipment. Well, most of it's continuing to reinforce the imperfection economy. If you want to be part of that club with that celebrity, you better buy this new thing. But we see in all the data that the imperfection economy is actually shrinking. We are the only company poised for growth in this expanding category of health esteem. Together, we're going to help improve the lives of so many more people, building health esteem and creating an even more meaningful business opportunity along the way.
This is so awesome. I'm so excited about this. So, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to evolve into this model from a product perspective. So like Carl mentioned, we started to test waters on this idea by finding a better balance between helping people be more conscious about their eating and fitness and emphasizing how it made them feel and less about how they look. Yeah, it's true. But look, it's subtle. Even the little body block that we just did, Tour de Pons, my goal was to fit into a pair of pants or a pair of pants. That was my goal. We made it sound silly because it's really not the most important thing. The most important thing is the mindset. And people loved it. It had a lightness to it. But the changes we're making are going to be much more significant over the next 9 months. In fact, you're going to start to see the most significant changes happening in the first half of next year. Like on the fitness side, you're going to see us focusing more and more on something called block periodization. That's the body block. This is an approach to training that focuses on long-term consistency built around a reasonable schedule instead of sprinting toward short-term goals. The science behind block periodization is very compelling, and we've been testing it since spring. It's made up of blocks of 3 weeks of workouts, 5 days a week, followed by functional recovery week. It's actually the same type of construct we used in P90X called muscle confusion, where the 4th week mixes things up and changes the intensity. We also used it in 645 and even 21-day fix. And MBF demonstrated how compelling it is to commit to 3 weeks of focus. Now, if you're a body subscriber, you may have already done one of our body blocks called Burn and Build, or a block centered around the bike like Tour de Pons. XP Sweat and Sculpt and our upcoming short day program are also leveraging this amazing construct. Our focus will be on moving people from one body block to the next, month by month. Next year, we'll be organizing 3 to 5 new body blocks each month. And I'm really excited about this. We'll also be integrating personal development into the experience. Each month, you're going to have a goal of building healthy self-esteem at the same time that you do a body block. Now, we've recently hired a woman named Petra Kolber. She's the author of a book called The Perfection Detox, and she's going to lead this super exciting new part of our offering. Petra is incredible, and she's going to add so much value to what we do. She's been in the fitness industry for years, but her focus is on helping people replace their destructive perfectionist mindsets with concrete, self-affirming strategies. And that's why I know she's going to just really be perfect for us. This approach to consistency with blocks will move us away from having so many big program launches each year, which I think has sort of made the business a little complicated.
And that's going to make it so powerful for coaches because you will have the same scientifically proven approach to fitness with a new body block starting on the first Monday of every month. And you can use that to create waves of new people participating. But, Park, can you talk a little bit about the super blocks?
Sure. Well, that's so exciting. On top of these body blocks that will launch on the first Monday of each month, every month, one of our super trainers will present a special body block built from the concept of one of their programs. We call them super blocks. So 1 month, it might be autumn with a new 21-day fix super block. The next month, it might be a super block of Lift More from Joe. They'll all be built on the block periodization format, right? 3 weeks of rigor, and then you get another week for functional recovery.
The super blocks will sort of work like VIP early access does right now, in that you'll have to pay a little extra to unlock that content before it goes into the library 6 months later. That creates a new selling opportunity for our coaches every month. Oh, and one more thing about those super blocks.
Yeah, we're working on something really exciting here. When your customers stay on their Nutrition HD subscriptions, they might be able to get those super blocks as a reward for free. Now, that's going to be a huge retention driver that should lead to more residual commissions. But we'll say more about that the next super weekend in January.
And all of that content is going to be integrated with the personal development content so that it all works together.
Right. We move from focusing on the outcome of the before and after photo towards this concept of self-esteem. We're appreciating how you feel today is the priority as you work toward your overall health goals. Loving yourself as you are, paying attention to how the workout makes you feel, how eating a certain way makes you feel, and even how you feel because you're biohacking your wellness with the kind of potency that you get from First Thing and Last Thing, from Shakeology, and even from Energize.
And that's why we recently reduce the price of the bod and body annual subscription from $298 to $179. Now, for just around $15 a month, you can get everything that Body has to offer. As a matter of fact, to help you get a sense of just what these super blocks are going to be like, Autumn and the team has put together our first ever super block, and that's happening right now, called A Healthy Obsession. And it's based on her 80-day obsession program. And you can access it right now with your Body subscription. Now, if you're a BOD member, you can go to the My Account section on teambeachbody.com and upgrade to Body so you can get access to all of this at this new incredible price. And you know what? We will even calculate how far you are into your BOD subscription and apply the balance as a credit towards the discounted BOD and Body annual plan.
Oh, and here's the fun bit of news. If you're a Body subscriber, you probably know Lacey Green. She's also the modifier and MBF, and she'll be in Sure Thing with me. She's one of our most popular body trainers and was even recognized by IdeaFit, that's a leading trade group of the fitness industry, as the Fitness Trailblazer of the Year. That's a really big deal. Well, there's a super block that I want to create with her next winter. So a couple of months ago, I wanted to talk to her about it, and I think she was a little caught off guard. Take a look.
Welcome to MBF. So the first person I want to introduce you to from our cast is Lacey. How you feeling today, Lacey?
I'm doing good, Megan. Ready to work, girl. 37 today. Every year I set a goal on my birthday. This year my goal is to be the next Beachbody Super Trainer.
So the inaugural recipient of the Idea Emerging Trailblazer of the Year award goes to the beautiful Lacey Green.
Look what happens when you follow your heart, and you get quiet with yourself, and you listen to the God in you. I like to call it the whoop whoop in you. And
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Body. My name is Lacey Green, and I am going to be your trainer. Hey, see my podcast on the left, see my podcast on the right, and I see you back home. Thank you for being here today, and I'll see you for a body workout very soon. Great job. High five, guys. Whoop, whoop. Oh my gosh. Really, really good. Yes, I'm drenched.
You've had a pretty amazing year so far, and there's an idea that we've been kicking around, and I think you'd be perfect for it. We'd like you to be our next super trainer. We want to reach people who want to feel like, even if they're beginners, they just need to feel welcome. That's what you've shown us.
this has been a dream of mine for such a very long time. My mom and my dad have just been amazing supporters for me my whole life, always just encouraged me to be myself.
Hello?
Hey, Mom. Guess what?
What?
Carl just made me the next Beachbody Super Trainer.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dad. I am going to be the next Beachbody Super Trainer and have my own program.
As I told you since you were a little girl, I'm excited about everything that you do. The desires of our hearts come true if you focus. Congratulations, baby.
Thank you, Dad. For people to see someone and identify with someone that looks like them, that maybe is not the person that you normally see in this fitness space, but that you can be healthy and happy right where you are, and that we all deserve to be healthy and happy, and to have that representation. It has been just so exciting, and I am just so proud to be part of Beachbody and this company and this family. It is an absolute dream come true, and that is definitely a good one.
Excited.
I'm Lacey Green, and I'm a Body Super Trainer.
Lacey does such an incredible job of not just creating fun and effective workouts, but she makes people feel good. I mean, she is an incredible ambassador for the health esteem category.
Perfect, really. And I'm just touching the surface with everything that will be coming next year. I promise that as we get closer, and definitely at the next Super Weekend, we're going to lay everything out in more detail.
And of course, we have an exciting launch coming up in just a few weeks, and our coaches and customers, they just cannot wait. Let's take a look.
From this moment on, I don't want you to think about the end result. No, I want you to think about making today great. From now on, when it comes to feeling great and being healthy, I'm going to show you how to make every day a sure thing.
Watch me go like this.
You want to get strong, stay powerful, drop down and press.
Watch me go like this.
Feel healthy, find that explosive power again. Get excited,
Like this.
make progress. Crushing it, wipe off that sweat. Have a big smile on your face. You just did that. You need a total solution from the start. Welcome to Sure Thing.
Yo. Watch me go like this. Watch me go like this. Draggles might never seen it. You can't catch me dreaming.
Sure Thing starts with a mindset of success because you're not cutting any corners. It's fitness, nutrition, and a positive mindset. You got it? We can do this together. It all starts with a proven approach to fitness, type training, alternating between endurance, stay with it guys, come on, and power-based strength training. Your heart rate up yet? Should be. Plus, explosive cardio and conditioning. Keep the core tight. Let the sweat drip. Woo!
Like Tracy and bust through the ceiling.
All supported by Sure Thing eating plans from 2B Mindset and Portion Fix, so you can enjoy the foods you love and still get Sure Thing results. And a Sure Thing supplement strategy means you can get more from each workout. This is how you create a healthy, strong body. You're strong, you're confident, and you're getting those reps done. And Sure Thing is different because every day feels good. And if you can keep that mindset for 8 weeks, you're gonna be blown away. Make it the most out of our time together. That's how you crush it. Get ready for Sure Thing.
We go like this. Like this.
I'm excited for that one.
Wow, that looks amazing. Now, most of our coaches, of course, know you from MBF, Muscle Burns Fat. And, you know, when you do that next program, you kind of want to top yourself or certainly do something that's a little bit different. So how is Sure Thing different than MBF?
Well, when I designed this program, I designed it around the way I train myself. So when I think back to why I started training in the first place, it was because I just loved the process so much. I didn't do it to beat myself up. It wasn't a punishment. It was because I loved getting stronger and I loved the confidence that went with that. So the name Sure Thing speaks to the fact that you're going to love the experience of showing up every single day, that you're going to have fun, that you're going to love that newfound strength and endurance, and that you'll want to follow it up with healthier eating and resting appropriately and just truly taking care of yourself.
I think that's such a cool concept. I mean, we often think about, hey, what are the end results going to be? But instead, the sure thing here is that every day is a sure thing. You're going to feel like you got a great workout. You're going to be motivated to be conscious about your eating. You're going to be motivated to completely take care of this incredible gift that we've got. And when you put 8 weeks of sure thing days together, imagine the incredible results that you get at the end. Now look, what kind of results are you seeing from the test groups and from people who've tried the program so far?
Well, with Sure Thing, we leave nothing to chance, right? So everything is accounted for, strategic, planned out. These people have been seeing incredible results from the test group. They'll know exactly which workout to do, which supplements to take for best results, and how to plan their meals to ensure that they're eating healthy every single day. And with the type training, your body is always challenged but never overtrained, which is a big issue that we run into. Alternating between 2 training styles that will help you bust through plateaus so you can get stronger, have more endurance, and really feel your best. And with these multiple formats that we have, we've created a way to still see the progression in movement, but make it fun and engaging every single day. Because I know if you don't love to do it, you probably won't do it. Same thing for me, and I want everybody to enjoy this process.
And we're introducing the new Shake and Hustle pack, which I think is such a great addition to focus people on that perfect pack.
Absolutely. I am so excited for the new Shake and Hustle Total Solution Pack. With the 20 servings of both Shakeology and Energize, it supports your on days and works perfectly with those 5-day-a-week training programs like Sure Thing or the Body Blocks. And I personally also add Recover to my stack on training days, so you guys might want to add that in your order too. And of course, we couldn't call it a Sure Thing if we didn't include eating plans, so you'll get a jump start into 2B Mindset and Portion Fix so people can get started fast with healthy eating.
Tell me a little bit more about the workouts, though. What can coaches expect, and particularly about type training? Can they feel the difference in this idea of training different types of muscles on different days?
Absolutely. So we alternate weekly between endurance and power-based strength training with some cardio sprinkled in as well. The program is 8 weeks in total and leans into the newer body block format that really works so well for MBF.
Okay, so tell me about the week 4 and week 8, because that's a little different, almost a bit of a throwback to recovery like muscle confusion.
Absolutely. So we mix things up on those weeks. We combine our 2 lifting methods of endurance and power-based strength training to keep you moving. There are tough workouts in there a little bit, all right? But we also add in mobility work and some intentional rest time. You gain muscle when you're resting, not when you're working. So we're giving our body that time to replenish and build back stronger before we go in hard again the following week. And really this allows you to jump right back into another round of the program after that 8th week, and you're fresh and you're ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now, we see some dumbbells here. What sort of equipment do we need to do the program?
Yes, light, medium, and heavy dumbbells and strength slides are needed. We also have a few cycling workouts that will be included for people to swap in on those cardio days or to use on the active recovery days during those functional recovery weeks. And this is optional for my cyclists, but a bike is not required for this program.
Okay, well, Megan, I cannot wait to try the program, and especially can't wait for the sample workout to drop on November 14th. The program and the Shake and Hustle Total Solution Pack will go on sale to coaches and preferred customers on December 6th. And VIP early access will be available to all customers on December 20th. And it's good because that's just in time for the new year, and you're starting a big bod group
Absolutely.
on the first Monday of January. That's January 2nd. People are going to love it. They love a sure thing, and they're going to love the fact that every single day is a day to enjoy. Thank you so much for putting another winner together for us, Megan.
Thank you. And thank you, guys. I can't wait to get started.
All right. Thanks, Megan. Okay, we presented a lot today, but let me simplify it all with 2 main points as we close this video. The fitness and diet industry is broken. It's shrinking because people are tired of being told they're imperfect unless they purchase. And once they do, they're told to be proud, but never satisfied. That's a terrible way to live. And everyone who buys into it is likely to eventually reject the industry once they've had enough of being judged. But there's an alternative that still encourages goals and dreams and achievements, but it starts with an agreement that you are okay being exactly who you are. And that by just taking a step toward loving yourself more and being conscious of your food and activity level, you are a success. This is unconditional love for yourself, unconditional progress, just for showing up for yourself and being self-aware of what you need. That is enough. That's health esteem. That is success from day one. As we create a community where health esteem is welcome, free of judgment and competition, we'll open up our business to people who have been sitting on the sidelines of their own best lives because they didn't feel welcome by the industry built on this imperfection economy. And that all changes right now. And you'll see one more dramatic change this spring when we officially change our platform name from Beachbody to Body. Now, I'm proud of what we've created over the last 23 years, but we can't say we aren't promoting an ideal outcome with a name that people automatically associate with an ideal. Now, it was never our intention, but it's how people interpret the name Beachbody. So it's time for us to evolve and demonstrate our commitment to health esteem. And we'll do that with the platform name Body. All this will be gradual and it'll be done with compassion and patience, but above all else, it'll be done to help people feel good about themselves at the same time they work to achieve their goals. So millions more people will lead healthy, fulfilling lives. This is going to be an exciting few months, and I'm committed and excited to do this with the most powerful and positive voice in the business. That's you. Thanks for coming to Super Weekend, everybody.
So guys, I'd love to hear, and hello everybody, I've been on a little while, I just got home from my daughter's hockey practice. How does everybody feel about the new industry category of health esteem? Like helping people feel good about themselves from day one. Anybody want to speak up on that?
Freaking love it.
Yeah, freaking love it. Mic drop. Anybody else?
I think it's like one of the biggest things ever.
Like, I just feel like a fitness journey is nothing if we can't love ourselves along the way. You know, like if you focus on the scale, I mean, not that numbers aren't important. I know they are to some people. I know that weight loss is important for some, but we just have to focus on loving who we are and the journey. Otherwise, none of it matters.
Yeah.
So I think it's incredible.
Anybody else?
That was why I thought I couldn't become a coach.
Interesting.
I didn't have the beach body. Even though I've lost a lot of weight, I still didn't look like what you think of as an ideal person to look up to. So I didn't think that anyone would be interested in my help because I didn't have that ideal look.
You know, and that's interesting. And we need to take things like that, like Molly, that is something you can turn into a post speaking to somebody else that's probably thinking the same thing, which is a lot more people than we probably think. You know, and I think the name change to body, I just think all of our messaging should align with it because that's where they're heading. And I truly believe in it as well. Like, I don't know, even me as a guy in my mid 40s, like I kind of said today, I don't want to be like, I'm trying to be a high school athlete again. I just want to be a happy dad that feels fit and strong. And that's it. And it's just kind of, satisfying.
And I think the biggest thing too is people our age and even older have been really programmed to associate food with guilt. And you know, I was talking to two women over the weekend at our fit club that joined us, and they were talking about like you feel guilty and then you punish yourself for 3 days if you eat bad food, and then you're eating salads for days, and it's a vicious cycle. So I think it's really important that we keep talking about this idea that I get to eat dessert every day. I have my Shakeology every day. And guys, don't get confused with that, meaning like,
it's the last video clip.
Okay, anyway, but just talking about that we're not feeling guilty about eating the Halloween candy, a couple of pieces, and then we're drinking our water and we're eating like clean foods and balancing out. My biggest thing to share with people who are starting is eat healthier more than you don't. Like, let's keep it that simple, you know, like, let's keep it that simple. That's like the 80-20. And I really believe that works in being able to quantify what your nutrition should look like, you know, for especially for a beginner who's so programmed to feeling guilty.
Yeah.
I hate that when you feel guilty, when people still feel guilty for having a glass of wine or eating a friggin' piece of cheesecake. Like, eat the friggin' piece of cheesecake.
All right, so we guys, thank you for hanging on. If you can hang on a little longer, there's one clip, I think it's like 15 minutes, and then one that's 4 about eating more dessert. I think they're very important. I'm going to share them. I think this is a great recap of everything going on. So let me share.
And this is our super weekend.
Yeah. So let me hold on. That kind of go to oh, there's Zoom. I couldn't find it. Share screen. Quick time. Share.
My name is Annalise Biafeo, and I'm partially raised in Puerto Rico, and now I live in Summerhill, South Carolina. Before becoming a Team Beachbody coach, I was probably at my lowest point, and I was probably at my heaviest in that point. Just emotionally lost, financially lost. I was barely able to keep our utilities on as a single mom. I had struggled with anxiety and depression for many, many years. As a child, I remember using a lot of food as a lot of comfort. That led to eating disorders, which stayed with me throughout my whole entire life. And I struggled with a lot of body image issues and self-esteem issues. I would use alcohol to kind of numb things. And food was always a comfort yet again. When I looked in the mirror, I never saw a person worthy enough. I never believed, what could be. In 2019, I got rear-ended at 40 miles an hour. And that car accident was the biggest wake-up call of my life, because in any moment we could be gone. In any moment, life can just take you out. Like, is this really it? Like, is this really it? Is this all that I'm here to do with my life? I felt like in that moment, you cannot keep living this way. 2 months after this car accident, I was scrolling through social media and I came across my coach Aaron Hopkins ad. When I looked at that ad, it said, "This is what you want to feel." It made me feel like I can have a life where I'm not miserable. And I took the last $200 that I had to my name and I signed up with Ultimate Portion Fix hack. In like 2 weeks of, diving deep into Ultimate Portion Fix, I had more knowledge. I had more excitement to try to repair years and years of eating disorders. And I combined that obviously with 21 Day Fix Extreme, and the results were amazing. And I fell in love with how I felt. And I kind of dabbled into coaching, but not truly deep into it. And it wasn't until my first super weekend that I went to that changed my whole entire life. Seeing whole entire team talking and just motivating people, I was like, I want to do that. I want to inspire women to that level, to that magnitude, to believe in themselves, to believe in a power that they have deep inside that, they've never even known was there. And that gave me such fire. I started reading for personal development, like 5 a.m. Club, Compound Effects, Light Edge, and I started seeing women in my team just change, and I felt excited, and I had hope, and I had purpose. I just went all in, and that's the year that I hit 2-star. I was on Success Club for 23 months in a row. I completely changed my whole entire life because of Beachbody. My daughter, she told me about 10 times today how proud she am. How proud she is of me. And I can tell you that being the best mom for them has been the biggest gift that Beachbody has given me. It's about me pushing myself out of a comfort zone. It's about me pushing my limiting beliefs off myself. And it's about me against me here every single time. So get uncomfortable. That's my message for my mom, Dad. I think that what motivated me of becoming a Beachbody coach was knowing that there's so many women out there that still don't have tools like we do. I felt so compelled to be able to share these things and women to support each other without judgment and just feeling like they're being supported in that safe space for them was a big motivator for me. Being a coach, this is where I'm meant to be.
A few days ago, I got a call from a friend, a neighbor actually, that said, "Hey, Doug, I really need your help." And he says, "Well, there's a job that I was asked to do that I essentially dropped the ball on, and I really need help setting up chairs at the church." And I said, "Okay, well, let's go." Now, what I didn't realize is when we got to the church, he and I were there together and we started setting up chairs for this meeting. This is a huge meeting. We've got to take it all the way into the second overflow, which is actually a gym. So what do? I called my son Max and said, "Max, I got to have you. You got to come help me set up chairs." So Max is like, "Okay." And he actually was with a few of his buddies. So he brought 2 friends with him and came over and they started setting up chairs with me. We started to push texts out saying, "Hey, we really need help setting up these chairs." And so then what happened is we reached out and all of a sudden, we had 10, 15 people show up, people inviting people to get this job done and get all these chairs set up in this church. My point to you guys as coaches is that's like coaching. Your job as a Beachbody coach is, if you want to build this business, think about it as setting up these chairs. You can go in and set up every single chair by yourself. Or you can recruit coaches that work with you and they're also setting up chairs. And I was thinking about it and I said, think about the people that sit in the chairs, right? They're going to be there. We want them to enjoy this event. But they don't know, or they didn't know, that they could participate in setting up chairs. They just came to the event and sat in a chair.
And preferred customers are similar to that. They are absolutely, we love our preferred customers. We love that they purchase our products, they have goals, and they're working towards their wellness goals. But I tell you that because it's also interesting that some of those people who showed up and sat in that chair, they didn't know there was an opportunity to help set up chairs. And so I'm just going to plant that seed with you to make sure that your preferred customers know that there's an opportunity for them here, that they can contribute like you do as a Beachbody coach. I often get asked this question: where should I focus if my goal is to build income? This is a business that requires acquisition, retention, and duplication. The 4 vital behaviors of Beachbody are what sets you up for acquisition and retention. If you don't know the 4 vital behaviors, you need to. The 4 vital behaviors are: number 1, personally being proof that the products work. Number 2, connecting, inviting, and following up with your prospects. And number 3, helping people get results. And number 4, doing your personal development. Number 1 and number 2 are all about acquisition. You personally hitting Success Club. Number 3 is helping people reach their goals, helping them get results. Well, that's a retention strategy. They're going to stick around as long as you're helping, mentoring them, and adding value to them along the course of them hitting their goals. But I need you to know that duplication is important. If you're going to build this business, you need to figure out how to duplicate. And the way you duplicate is through signing coaches who also set a goal building their business. In the road to elite, I often get asked, what do I focus on if I want to be an elite coach, team builder, a team leader, a premier coach? 3 things you got to get good at. The first one is you got to get good at personally hitting Success Club. The second thing you got to get good at is signing coaches. And the third thing you got to get good at is getting your coaches to hit Success Club. Now, I need you to understand that because this is a business built on duplication. If you've got big goals at Beachbody, you need to be looking for who's my next coach. Yes, I love your next preferred customer. We love your next retail customer. All of those are important. But I need you to understand that in building a business, you've got to get duplication happen. Building your team matters. And what I mean by that is if you build a team of preferred customers, well, then you've got a team of great customers. But preferred customers are not building the business. They are not sharing the opportunity. Okay? You need to be signing coaches and getting them and training them on how to invite others. This business is built around you helping others, helping others. I've looked at the numbers and I've been paying attention, and you'll notice that Michael at Summit did a training about the number of potential enrollers you have on your team. He showed that in the olden days, when you hit diamond by having, 4 coaches on each side, 1 on each side became an emerald, that would give you 12 coaches in your team when you were a diamond coach. That's 12 enrollers or 12 potential enrollers to help you build this business. 12 potential people to help you set up chairs. And I need you to understand that because today, many of you are signing all preferred customers, and then you're getting 1 coach on each side who gets 2 preferred customers. That means you've got 2 enrollers on your team that are achieving some level or some Success Club points. But what I want you to understand is it's just very limited. That's like having you and 2 friends helping you set up chairs. It's a simple business, guys. You've got to get good at hitting Success Club, signing coaches, getting your coaches to hit Success Club. Now, many of you are saying, yeah, but, Doug, it's not easy to hit Success Club. I didn't say it is. But what I am going to tell you is, at Summit, I had the opportunity to interview Natasha Pearson on stage. And well, Natasha's having this incredible year. Natasha has had a post go viral that is a post about her being proof the products work. This is really unique. This is a coach who's doing the 4 vital behaviors and has been able to build a big business because she's being proof the products work. I interviewed her and I said to Natasha, what's the secret? How do you build this business? You want to know what her answer is? She says, Doug, I do the 4 vital behaviors every single day. And I said, yeah, but Natasha, what else? There's got to be more to this. How are you doing this? And she says, Doug, I hit Success Club. And the way that I do it is I'm literally doing the 4 vital behaviors every single day. Building a team matters. If you have a goal to increase your income at Beachbody, you need to build your team. You need to build the number of coaches within your organization that are helping others. Thank you, guys. Let's get it done. We'll see you.
Hey coaches, Bonnie Engel, 7-time elite 15-star diamond here to chat with you guys on this super weekend about my top 5 tips of re-engaging and drumming up business in an otherwise distracted season. Tip number 1 is re-engaging yourself first. I have seen that my followers, my challengers, my coaches, everyone follows the energy that I personally have. If I am disconnected and disengaged, then how can I ask that of my challengers or coaches? So here are a couple tips that I personally do in these seasons to re-engage with exactly why I'm here. Number 1, commit to a program start to finish. Not just dabbling here and there, but really picking something to dive 100% into. Number 2, really committing to personal development. Sometimes I can find myself telling my team that they need to be reading personal development, and I'm forgetting to read my own. Number 3, committing to a meal plan through this season. I know it can be hard, especially when we're busy and things seem like they're focused away from eating well. But if you can stay consistent now, your goals will come so much easier once this season is over. So really committing to either To Be Mindset or Portion Fix right now, and then committing to sharing all of this publicly with your team, with your challengers in your group, and then publicly on your social media. Being that consistent light through this season, you can pull those people into the fruitfulness of the next. Number 2, re-recruiting your current people. A mentor once gave me this analogy and it really stuck with me. Imagine if you were to have a party, and at that party, the entire time you were focused on all the people that weren't there. You were constantly leaving. You're constantly checking your phone, inviting more people to your party, not speaking to anyone who's already at your house in your living room. Pretty awkward party, right? Here is the perfect season to really enjoy your party and sink it. Now, what do I mean by that? Really talking to your challengers, checking in with them. Are they liking their shape? Are they committed to a program start to finish like you are? Maybe you do a Zoom call with all of your challengers and recommit to each other. Maybe talk to your team about year-end goals. Are they still doing the daily things that they need to be doing in order to accomplish those? Are they setting next year goals to focus on? Are you all on the same page? Maybe you could do something like me and set up a daily Zoom, have a sign-up sheet, and all day long, I just let whoever wants to hop on and we talk about goals. Or we just talk to each other. We re-engage and re-recruit each other. We talk about exciting things that we love about this business. If you are always focused on more people coming to your party, you can never really focus on the people who are already there, which arguably are the most important. Number 3, breathing life back into those groups that people are a part of. Are you thinking about ways to make everyone more engaged? Are you yourself engaging in the post? Not just, scheduling things and hitting send, but are you really participating? Are you answering your own questions? Maybe it's giving the group a new theme. Maybe it's adding daily prizes for participation. Maybe it's creating a bring a friend to workout day. Or maybe it's as simple as setting up a daily Zoom where you can all get on and work out together. Or having a Zoom link that you can throw up there that says, you know what, at any point in the day, you can hop on this Zoom link to hold yourself accountable. Maybe some people will be on, maybe they won't, but you can have the accountability of having this link there
there for you. Tip number 4 that goes right along with that is giving more chances to remind people of our superpower, and that is community and connection. Are you connected with your team? Are you providing your followers and current challengers a place to really see how much community is this? And maybe it looks like creating real challenges, REEL, with you and your teammates. Maybe it's creating pod chat groups with people who have similar goals. You write down everybody's goals, challengers on this page, coaches on this page, and then from those lists, you create pods. Hey, you want to lose 15 pounds? You want to lose 15 pounds? I think that you guys would be great friends. Maybe you can help each other in this pod. And over here, hey, you want to be a diamond coach by the end of the year, and so do you. You're both moms. You go in this pod over here. In a season where it can feel so busy and distracted, this can really take that chance to pull people back in. And then number 5, make a plan. I cannot stress this enough. Oftentimes when I'm feeling distracted or I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, this season is moving so slow for me, I find that I am working off of an old goal. So maybe it's getting your team on a Zoom call and talking about year-end goals, talking about next year goals, whether that be fitness and health-based or whether that be business-based or both, and really looking at your own goals first and saying, have my goals changed since I initially wrote these? What should I be focusing on now, and how should I go about that? Making a new plan for the end of this season and into the next can really propel you forward. I am a firm believer in slower, distracted seasons really make for big businesses when it comes time for those fruitful ones. So if you can stay consistent with these 5 tips and really reinvigorate your business, it can mean so much for you when this distracted season is over. Thanks so much, coaches.
Okay, so the finale is Carl just speaking for 4 minutes. Anybody have anything to add? Does that team concept make sense to everybody? The PC thing was definitely put in place for the company, the integrity of the company, but I think it's become the go-to default fallback option for people signing people up, and it's completely halted growth on teams, income, and network. So I think Doug did a great job explaining. Anybody want to add anything to that? No? Everybody's like, just finish up.
I know.
All right, so last close with Carl. It's short. Let me go with that, and then we'll end the night.
Thanks for hanging in, guys.
Just one there. Yep. All right. Yeah. Oop.
We're going to do a workout after this. I hope you guys are ready. Cold.
Hey, everybody. You got a lot of information today about our new category coming in 2023, helping people feel good about themselves from day one. At the same time that they embrace some healthier habits, all with a simplified approach to fitness with body blocks, the upcoming Shake and Hustle Pack, and the gradual change to our new name, Body. Now, obviously, I'm here on the set of Healthy Obsession, where Autumn and the cast are putting together our first ever sample super block. The super block is your favorite programs remade by a super trainer and cast. And this free sample starts Monday, November 7th. 3 weeks of workouts based on 80-day obsession. 5 workouts a week with a 4th week for recovery and time off. And that 4th week can be a great time to try the sample workout for Megan's Sure Thing program coming in December. But there's a couple of other things which have started to come together since leadership, and I'd like to share them real quick because it can really expand your business fast, especially when someone isn't quite ready to get started with a full program like Healthy Obsession or Sure Thing before the new year starts, right? So our advice to someone who isn't ready to go all in right now, but they want to experience how good self-esteem can start to feel, is eat more dessert. Yeah, I said it. Now here's what that means. People love dessert. We love our sweets. Feeling like you have to deprive yourself in order to be healthy always backfires. What we're suggesting is that people don't have to deprive themselves. Instead, eat more dessert. Eat desserts which are delicious and help improve your health at the same time. We have a gourmet superfood dessert, and it's called Shakeology. We're adding a bunch of healthy dessert recipes to the platform right now. So there's lots of new ideas for everyone who wants to satisfy their sweet tooth at the same time they pursue a positive health esteem. This is the first step to feeling good immediately. And here's why we're presenting it this way. I heard a story about a guitar player, Tom Morello, who has this breakthrough way of teaching kids how to play guitar. Most teachers will start by teaching basic chords, getting the right sound from all 6 strings at once. Now, if you've ever played guitar, that can be really hard to get the chord, make a good sound at first, and a lot of people actually quit because they're too overwhelmed. It's tough. Well, what Tom teaches is how to actually play a song on 1 string, literally a whole song on 1 string, instead of trying to figure out how to play all 6 strings right away. So do you get it? That's what we're helping some people do to start feeling better and getting results, starting just with dessert. Well, we know the best path to positive health esteem is a combination of fitness and an eating program plus a daily serving of Shakeology. But some people might want to start with an easy win, like learning guitar on 1 string. When someone says they're not ready for the whole thing, especially as we go into the holidays, we can suggest a step that we know will instantly help them feel better and even help them lose some weight by actually making a dessert plan using some of the incredible gourmet superfood dessert recipes that we've created with Shakeology. Or, like I do, just drink it as a shake and see how good you feel. I mean, you'll actually lose some weight. You'll get some weight loss results before the end of the year by replacing some of those heavy dessert calories with Shakeology. Try it. Make your own dessert plan for a month and share it on social. It's actually a lot of fun. And someone who's willing to start with dessert might also be ready for a second simple step, removing a bunch of the toxic chemicals and additives that we consume every day. Like, there's so many, and it's energy drinks and energy shots and sweeteners and these non-dairy flavorings that we add to coffee. So immediately you can stop consuming so many chemicals and swap out that dirty energy stuff for clean energy. That's Energize. So simple, but so powerful. These 2 steps can be the easiest starting point for so many people, even some who are already BOD subscribers, but they've never thought about Shakeology, that it isn't just the healthiest shake of its kind. They never thought that it's a decadent gourmet superfood dessert, or they never knew that just how dirty those energy drinks are. Who wouldn't love to end the year feeling better just by doing those 2 things? Eat more dessert, swap out dirty energy for clean energy. So, you'll see the new Eat More Dessert rail on BOD that gives you a bunch of dessert ideas. And if you want to create a dessert plan for someone who's not quite ready to go all in with healthy obsession or sure thing, they can see how good they can feel swapping in our gourmet superfood dessert just for a month. And there's a dessert planner tool in the Coach Online office and the Facebook page that you can experiment with. And think about who you know, someone who doesn't want to give up their sweets, but who wants to get healthier and feel better. They might even already be a BOD subscriber. We all have an opportunity right now to reach out directly to people and introduce these 2 simple steps that can make such a huge difference. Eat more dessert, swap out dirty energy for clean energy. The mission of BODi remains the same. Help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Now that can be as simple as getting started with these 2 steps. It's actually fun to have a dessert plan and to rethink of Shakeology as a dessert. Okay, thanks for coming to Super Weekend. Let's work together to help some people achieve a positive health esteem. And if I don't see you before then, have an awesome holiday season filled with delicious gourmet superfood desserts. Take care, everybody.
All right, guys, that's kind of a wrap. I'm excited. You know, anybody see the documentary with Michael Jordan a couple months back? And I remember at the end, he said, you know, it took 1 spark to create what he created. And it was him just starting and created the massive dynasty, what he did with the Chicago Bulls. And you guys have to look at all of yourselves, like with what's in front of us, that you could be that spark for that team you want to build or the team you want to rebuild or whatever it is. I know it's something that sticks with me. And I think with BODi and the BODi blocks and all of these things that are going on, there's great opportunity right now And it starts with us as individuals being that spark to create it. So.
And just FYI, the Eat More Dessert is under the Shakeology toolkit. There's we can actually run like a whole group on it and just do a focus on Shakeology. I would even say come the new year, we should talk about doing that together as a team. That would be fun. But yes, it's late, so we will talk more about all of this coming. And we appreciate you guys coming on and joining us for this. And we're just excited for everything coming. Who's doing Healthy Obsession right now? I stood up before and I already felt my abs. I was like, oh, I'm getting sore. Shoot.
My butt is already sore.
Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm so proud of you for doing day 1. Let's see you tomorrow, day 2. Let's tag each other in our stories with these videos, with the Healthy Obsession. Tag each other. All right.
Good
See
night,
you guys later.
guys.
Good night. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.